Boom, 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 boom. Wait a minute. I can't beatbox. Oh, let me do this right. There you go. What's going on, people? What is going on? As you already see, this is the Cooler Talk Monday. And I am your host, Put It, Styles. You can barely see my
Oh
eyes.
hell, you looking like a Jedi today, boy.
Yeah, fortunately, I'm going to have to use the Force today.
Not the Force, okay?
To the stage left, as you already know, this is Mad Mike Sports, and you are now
Ah,
tuned in
hey.
to our weekly Monday edition of a Cooler Talk Monday, exclusively on Mad Mike Sports channel.
Mm-hmm.
Mad Mike Sports GSN. Subscribe to both of them right there. Now, as you already know, hey, you want to go ahead and kick it off with the roll call right quick, Mike? Let's go ahead and give them that real. Roll call. You know something? You know what? I'm not gonna do it like that.
Uh-oh.
As you already know, man, we always on the roll call. We always have to shout out all members first. So definitely today's roll call start lineup is gonna deal with Mr. Darnell Adams, Bill Partridge. We got Andrew G in the building. We got Big Ant. Appreciate y'all tuning in. AFNs. Big Ant.
Mm-hmm.
Todrick Davis. Dean Coleman. Eric Matt. Hill U62.
The hell?
Hey, he's one of your members, man. Hey, shouts out to the members. Now let's go ahead and get back to the other part of the roll call, which is definitely shouts out to Robert Ponder, Pat Norris, Tony Hall, Nicholas Dixon, Tiff Sports and Gaming, Nick Bean. We got Lee 85. We got King Treyway, Bubba Gump, Joseph Thornton, Old Steve, Ray Fitty, Keyshawn Vlad. We got the OG Big Sam in the building, Jasmine Campbell, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, Southside 12, Sonia Howe, Devon Staff, Old Chicken Hollow. We got Yusuke Knight, JB, Matt Town 30. Another PR, Jay Diaz, St. Louis Dirty Bird. All right, DJ, cut it.
Cut that.
Now, I thought I was going to come in today and we was going to kick this show off right. We was going to talk about the draft. We was going to talk about these picks. We was going to talk about how we feel about them. But not even 10 minutes after the motherfucking draft, we got more buzz going around right now. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Mad Mike, let them know what the hell I'm talking about. As you see that strong silence right there, that lets you know somebody's pissed off right now. Now, if I,
Yeah.
go ahead, Mike, man, what you got, man?
I'm gonna drop Big Sam's rant. Um, Probably drop that later on today. Got a little busy and forgot to upload it, but um, it see it's motherfuckers like this that really pisses me off, right? This shit right here really pisses me off. Because we got a lot of motherfuckers that be masquerading. Nah, I ain't gonna go that route. I'm gonna stop that. Look, I ain't got time for them
God
alphabet
damn
boys
it, I
coming
will.
after
We got
me.
motherfuckers out here had halftime and like a motherfucker out here.
Yeah, they have time. We'll call it halftime. Yeah, I ain't got time for
Uh,
them alphabet boys coming after me, so I'm gonna leave that one alone. But this the shit like really pisses me off, and it leaves a black. And see, I'm attacking it at a different angle. I'm gonna tap it a different way.
Because I know we had a draft and we had a draft where a lot of people ended up happy, but for some reason
It's
like it's 15 different folks out
yeah,
here talking about. I mean, I'm
yeah,
sitting here and I'm watching the draft, and then I'm going over here, and we got Georgia Bulldog fans complaining about
yeah.
Falcons
That's
not
that's
drafting
a split
Bulldogs.
personality right there. Who y'all?
And
I
and
told
on
y'all
this,
kicked out and got it all.
um, we got motherfuckers writing up petitions to get Arthur Blank to sell the team because he's not drafting Georgia Bulldogs players. Then we got this portion of the motherfuckers over here that's mad that they didn't get a receiver. Then we got this motherfucking people right here that is still pissed off about Bijan Robinson. And we got this side. You know what? Go ahead, keep going, Mike. Uh,
All right, I don't know who the guy, but with that alter ego, that's
I mean, I'm just sitting here. I'm like, it's always something. And it's always, and then we got guys on here talking about they denouncing themselves as a motherfucking Falcon fan because they didn't draft enough Georgia Bulldogs players and decide he want to go to Philadelphia Eagles and be a fan of them. And I'm like, bro, get your monkey ass on some. You know what? You know what? Hold on. Yep. It's about that time, and you get the black and white. Sit your goofy ass down to some.
exactly, exactly.
I understand. We sitting here in the state of Georgia, in the city of Atlanta. We sitting here. We seeing these players from this or from this college winning national titles. And the thing about it is, motherfuckers done got so goddamn spoiled about. Okay, we need to have this and have this and have this and have this and have this. And when it
Hmm.
don't happen, we writing petitions to get the owner to sell the team because they ain't draft no damn Georgia players.
I see this as equivalent. You know when your parents they work they hard, they work all week, bi-weekly to make sure that you have X amount of food on your plate, and then you turn around and say, I ain't want no damn steak. I wanted a hamburger. What's your parents gonna say?
Boy, you better eat what the fuck I got in the refrigerator.
Exactly. Exactly. That's how I fucking feel. It's exactly how I feel. We got all these entitled ass Georgia fans, okay, and I'm gonna just be honest, most of them of a certain demographic, and I can give a fuck if they like it or not, because I wasn't accepted anyway. Soon as you talk about Kirby or you talk about somebody who they labeled as an all-time great, you go against the grain and say he was ass. Yeah, then you barred and outlawed and called n words and all types of shit. Yeah, I might have been attacked so many times when it come down to especially Mr. Bennett. When it come down to him, and like he ain't even the worst one I attacked. I remember I said some shit about Kirby. I said Kirby's a fucking moron when it comes down to quarterbacks. Yeah, I said he's I said Kirby don't know what the fuck he doing when it comes down to quarterback, and it's proven to be so. But he's brilliant when it comes down to recruiting. He's brilliant when it comes down to defense, the running game, and building the offense. But with quarterback, he don't know what the fuck he doing. All right, let's keep that 100. But it's not even. It's you win back-to-back championships, and then all of a sudden the hamburger ain't good enough for you. You win a couple championships and think, no, bitch, I want some caviar. I want fur coats. I want mink coats. I want Gucci shoes and slippers. Motherfuckers, so white t-shirts and black t-shirts ain't good enough for you no more. This is how these fucking Georgia fans are. Who the fuck do you think you are? Before we won this championship a couple of years ago, guess who ran this motherfucker right now? And K Styles, he right there. He's a member of that fan base. It wasn't Georgia who were running shit. Yeah, Tech. It was the last champion in football. Yeah, Tech was right here in this state. Yeah, Tech ran this motherfucker. And then y'all coming here with a entitled. What the fuck you got to be entitled for? Because now all of a sudden Georgia won back-to-back champion. You want to sit up here and say, "Well, I quit being a fan." Man, shut the hell up. You were never a fan to begin with. And this is the stuff we be talking about. We got all these fake ass fans who masquerading as fans, and your ass is born in fucking Afghanistan or whatever the fuck you born. Then you come and move to Georgia and say, "I've been here for 15 years. I'm a Georgia." Yeah, whatever.
And find the first excuse to as Big Will would say, hit the transfer portal.
Hit the transfer portal. Like you already had one foot out the door. You already had your finger on that exit button. You already had that finger on that button to blow up the world.
Right.
So don't give me this bullshit talking about because they didn't draft a Georgia fan this draft. We literally had two Bulldogs on our team last year. One of them was a major part of our defense. But that ain't good enough for y'all. We brought in Todd Gurley, that was a fucking nightmare. His knees were shot. I mean, the great DJ Shockley, get him his flowers. He didn't really get a chance to, show his true potential because he ended up getting hurt. Had a knee injury. But like, don't give me this bullshit that like the Falcons don't care about Georgia. Akeem Dent, anybody remember Akeem Dent? We don't abandon Georgia. We had one of the greatest Georgia linebackers to ever play this game in our franchise and Keith Brooking. Don't give me this bullshit about we don't support Georgia. You know what the fuck you talking about.
And then we got that point.
Thomas Brown again. That's another one, bro. What we talking about? No, your because we didn't get Jalen Nolan, Ringo. Like all of a sudden, you want to change your fandom, turn your fandom. Man, get out of here with that bullshit. I would hit your ass in the face with a damn pie.
As we always say, man, you can you can get carried out by a carrier pigeon for all I care. Because at the end of the day, this type of shit right here is one of the major reasons why these networks. This is one of the major reasons why these media sites and blogs and stuff talk shit about the fan base of the Falcons. Now, this don't go to all the Georgia fans because you got some that have a brain and know that there's talent outside of Georgia that helps teams win. And then you got the other part of the damn fan base that talk about, well, Tyler Algier needs to be traded. Then you got this other fan base talking about, I hope Desmond Ritter gets hurt because I want Caleb Williams next year. And it's like, I'm getting an aneurysm right now. This is why I talk to myself on
Bruh.
camera because I try not to get mad, but I end up getting mad. And
Like seriously, who the hell are you? And they be the
it's
most unathletic people that be trying to like act like as though that they know what the how to play and what the game is all about. You won't even read a damn paragraph, but you up here telling us what a damn what a prospect is about.
so if y'all end up ever running into one of these guys, don't even waste your time on them. Let them go about their damn business. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to this Falcon shit, we have our mindset on what this team is and where they're going. Like you said, a lot of us were apprehensive about Bijan Robinson. Okay. When you're a fan of the logo, when you're a fan of the team, and looking at this all season how it's been going is like, okay, yeah, I trust the judgment and I see where they're going with it. We can fuck with them. This whole I'm gonna be a Eagles fan because they got all my Georgia players shit. Y'all can go
Sound like some
burn in
hoes.
hell.
Let's just keep that what it is. That sound like some hoes. That's excuse my French,
Acting like,
but that sound like some hoes. That's some
acting
Suki
like,
Hunter shit right there.
yeah, we gonna call y'all the Suki Hana Brigade. That's gonna be y'all new name right there. And shout out the Fred Bus for the $2 super chats. They weren't fans to start with. That is a fact. That is a fact. Where they say you were a Bulldog fan masquerading as a Falcon fan until it came time to where you wanted to jump ship. So, all right, that's enough of that shit. I wanted to get that off my chest. Y'all done seen me go crazy about for 10 minutes talking to myself. Yeah. So
Valdosta State, Savannah
no,
State. So many other players that have played came through and play in this organization. Bill Goldberg is one of the most notable Falcons to ever play. You know, the game of football, went on to wrestling and did his thing. It's like, bro, like, don't give me this nonsense. Like that, like I said, we as if we just going out of our way to make sure that like we like Georgia isn't represented. No, they're not doing what you want them to do. That's the whole issue. That, like I said, that's the whole issue that I have with this. It's like when you don't get what you want, you start pouting and pouting and running and doing all this other type of stuff because you don't get it. It's like, bro, that's not how the world works. Not how the world works at all. But like,
Oh, I don't want to get into this too much long, but do y'all want to know how stupid this sounds? I want everybody to let me know how stupid this sounds. Mike, you want to know how stupid this sounds?
how stupid does this sound, K Style? How stupid does it sound?
They called the Falcons organization racist because they didn't get Bulldog players.
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't even know how 60% of the NFL is black, but they racist. Like, what the hell are we talking about? See, this is stuff we be. This is what we saying.
Oh my god, I'm
Our
done. I'm
GM is black. Okay, our
I'm,
GM is black. He probably like the only black GM in the damn league. But we're up here talking about they racist.
I'm fucking done, bro. Brian Peoples with the 199 super chat said, plus we got a lot of Georgia born players. Exactly. Bro,
It
I
don't matter.
can't. No, I found we found out from one of my OGs, damn Dom. He hit us up and told they told him this shit. I said, nah, you know what? No, I'm done with this topic. We need to go ahead to some positive notes before I start throwing on camera. Just wanted to get that out the way. I know y'all wanted to come in here, hear us talk about a little bit of the draft class here, and yes, people, yes, folks literally calling the Falcons organization. First, they called them racist for not having a black quarterback. Now it's racist because they ain't got Georgia. You know what? Get back to this draft class. I mean, I'm like, hold on, like. I'm just sitting here and I just want to have a good time. And ignorance is a motherfucker. And I don't know what. So if 2 + 2 is 4, it damn sure don't equals 9. And these motherfuckers need 911 because they just need Jesus. That's all they need. But hold on, we got another super chat. He's like, yo, what's good, fam? Long day at work. Need some good old cooler talk Monday. Hey, definitely appreciate the 499, man. We gonna get right into it, man. I'm about sick and tired of listening to this shit already. As we already know, we finna get to the real part of the program. I thought we'd just get that out the way right quick. As y'all already see on the screen, this is our 2023 draft class for the Atlanta Falcons, as you already know. Bijan Robinson, Matthew Bergeron, Zach Harrison, Clark Phillips, Javon Gwynn, and was it DeMarco Helmus? I don't know how to say the damn name right, but hold on, we got a super chat right here. He said Big Ed with $10 said they misinterpreted when Arthur Smith and Terry Fonto said they were bringing players from Georgia, not just Georgia. Exactly.
Yeah. Because
Exactly.
you stupid, they gotta pay because you stupid.
Exactly. Then you got Brian Peoples with another $4.99. I mean, a $1.99. He said, "Ain't our whole draft this year black?" Yes.
All right.
Yes. And Juan hit this shit on the nail here. He said, "I didn't know a college was a demographic."
Yeah. He said Georgia players. He didn't say the University of Georgia.
Right. So, as we already know, Bijan Robinson is the one everybody is most excited about. Like you said, Bergeron. And the Bergeron pick was interesting too because the Cowboys did some stupid shit that made it even more hilarious. They were contemplating between taking him and Mossy Smith, and they ended up with Mossy Smith. So that's kind of one of the reasons why the Falcons traded up to get Matthew Bergeron
Mm-hmm.
because they knew the Cowboys damn sure wanted him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that graphic off. So, Mike, what was your thoughts on this draft class? What was your thought on this draft class anyway?
Well, I've been on campaign to kind of help Falcons fans see that it's not about the individual pick in itself. A lot of people see picks as an individual, um, and we've been trained to think that. We've been trained to think it's all about the individual. But we've seen even in that clip where the Cowboys were talking about, all right, Motsy, Smith, and Bergeron, they had a key statement there. They took Mossy Smith because it would help them establish a culture of pass rush. All right. He would add to that pass rush, in other words. He has a higher upside for the team if we draft Mossy Smith and we have a deeper pass rush because right now it's the Michael Parsons show there. All right. So if they get another guy, that's another guy they can add to their pass rush. So that's why they went with Mossy Smith because it was going to help the pass rush. And we all know that pass rush is pretty much one of the number one assets as far as the defense is concerned. You have a pass rush, I mean, you can make it far in the league. So I say all that to say this: the Falcons' offensive line, that's where the money is. We got Jake. We have Bergeron. Dahlman is steadily improving as a pass protector. He's damn good in the run game. Chris Lindstrom, perhaps, in my opinion, the best offensive guard in the league. Then you got Caleb McGarrett, who's a borderline Pro Bowler himself. So that's four guys. It's not many teams in the league that can say they have four quality offensive linemen. And that's what that pick, what Matt Bergeron can give you. And Matt Bergeron he was rated as one of the best pass protectors and run blockers coming out of the draft. So what that pick, what it essentially does, you got this dude with guys like teams like the Dallas Cowboys, in my opinion, if they are high on the offensive lineman, chances are that offensive lineman is damn good because Dallas have had a long history of drafting and developing offensive linemen, going all the way back to the 90s. They have a long history of that. So if the Dallas Cowboys are high on this guy has to be good. So this is the reason why they did this. It's about establishing a culture. The Falcons want to run the damn football. They want to run the football and they want to stop the run. This is why you draft a Bijan Robinson, because you got a three-headed monster now in the backfield. And to add to that, you got five guys that are very good at run blocking. So you're adding to that particular strength. And anything that comes after that or comes with that, it's a plus. It's about knowing what your identity is and continue to add to that identity. It's like the Golden State Warriors. We know Golden State Warriors, they love to shoot and they love to pass. They love to play fast. So what are they going to do? They're going to have more guards than they have centers and power forwards. They're going to have more guards than anything. Why? So they can shoot threes and they can play fast. This is essentially what the Falcons are. They want to be bullies. They want to play hard-nosed football. So you get a whole bunch of soft guys? No, that's not how you do it. You get guys who can play that style of football. So I know a lot of people are upset about the Bijan Robinson, but when you look at it, he adds to that element. He's another piece to the element. We run the damn football, and the more guys that we have to run the damn football, guess what? Our running game becomes damn near unstoppable. And this is another thing that I kind of tripped over accidentally. And I'm sorry in advance, K Style. But this the shit I'm talking about right here. You bitched and complained about Lamar Jackson coming here and he add to the running game. That was one of the main reasons why people said that why they wanted Lamar. It's because when he came here, he was make our running game there unstoppable. He was gonna come here and run, 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 run. And y'all motherfuckers get mad because you actually get a guy who actually does that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say that again, because that probably went over people's head. You wanted Lamar to come to Atlanta because he's gonna add to the running game. But when you get a guy who actually runs the damn ball, and that's his job and that's his skill set, he's better suited to that to be that. You get mad at it and say it's a stupid pick. What the fuck kind of sense did that make? Make it make sense, people.
Yeah. So in particular of that, like I said, OG Sam here said everybody we drafted were high character guys with specific skill sets that fits us. And that was one thing I didn't know. I didn't realize until I kind of look back at it is every guy we've drafted were at least 2 years a team captain. That says a lot right there, where they're looking for these guys that's garnering these respects in these locker rooms, guys that are leaders. And like you said, you want to bring in guys that have been leaders in certain aspects of their team. And like you said, hey man, that's what you talk about trying to build culture, because you're trying to bring in the best players, but you also want to bring in the best players that ain't going to give you the most headaches. Now, anything can happen from here on out, but just going off of this moment right now, I expect these guys to be high character leaders throughout their tenure here in Atlanta. Now with Bijan Robinson, I need all y'all to I want y'all to pay attention who trying to get into his ear now. I want you to pay attention. You know I'm about to go with this, Mike. You know who trying to get his attention. And I give you a hint. Think of Julio Jones. And you'll know exactly who the hell I'm talking about. You there, Mike? So he don't need to be hanging around him too often. Yep, D Coleman. Yep, you said it. He said it. Quavo trying to hang on to his coattails right now.
I'm here.
But you see what happened with Julio Jones. He was quiet until he started hanging out with their asses, and then all of a sudden that motherfucker attitude changed all the way through.
Yeah, he was one of the main ones too. He was one of the main ones. Mm-hmm.
So in your perspective, Mike,
he's one of the main ones.
Yeah, exactly. So out of all these draft picks, that we seen on the screen, who was I would say, who was the one that you were excited about the most?
um, after looking at it and really thinking about it, um, I gotta say Bergeron. Gotta say Bergeron
Is it Bergeron?
because one of the things in helping a quarterback and the offense get to another level, you gotta have the trenches straight.
And I
Gotta have
and I
them trenches straight. You gotta improve that offensive line. You gotta improve that defensive line.
yeah,
If
because
that's
it's
not straight, then the quarterback can't be what he ultimately can be. If you don't have that offensive line straight, then the running backs, the wide receivers can't get open. They can't do their thing. They need more time to be able to get open. Now, with that extra offensive lineman, an extra 2 seconds, you know what an extra 2 seconds can do for a guy like Kyle Pitts? You know what an extra 2 seconds could do
I'm
for a
about to say,
guy
Mike,
like
you breaking up. You
Jonnu
breaking up.
Smith, Scotty Miller? You know what an extra 2 seconds can do for a guy like Des Merida to find these guys? Like extra 2 seconds? It's like I said, bro, that's what makes offenses dangerous, a lot more dangerous because defenses can't get to the quarterback. The whole design of defense is to make the quarterback life hell, make him uncomfortable. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's kind of a two for one pick when you really think about it. Um, Essentially, as well as this offensive line has been ranked as far as out of the entirety of the league, um, what a lot of the major issues as far as where it came down to running the football, pass protection. Hey man, we got doppelgangers. Mike got a doppelganger up in here. But that left guard position had been an interchangeable position all year because if you think about it, you went from Elijah Wilkinson, you went Matt Hennessy, you did Cody Gossett, you got all these multiple guys playing this one, and you had no stability there. Is you're trying to build that now? Is Bergeron a natural guard? Who knows? he has tendencies that can help him succeed in that position. This is what Arthur Smith's been talking about. This is what Terry Fontenot talking about. Talk about looking for guys that do a multiple of things just in case anything happens. And then it's a 2-for-1 special with Bergeron because, like you
Mm.
said, he's a possible heir apparent to Jake Matthews. He's a guy that can play tackle. But you said the key word with him is he's good in pass protection, which has been one of the major flaws as far as pass pro last year with this offensive line. Actually, the last couple years is the ability to pass protect from that particular spot.
It's all about trust with offensive linemen. Your offensive linemen can trust each other. They can play up to their potential.
Mm-hmm. Now, what I say for me, I think the pick that made, like I said, I think made excited me more as far as that. I would say Zach Harrison. A lot of people don't know. Actually, Mike will tell you this. I did a draft profile on how Zach Harrison would fit with the Atlanta Falcons last year because I thought he was coming out. He was initially supposed to have came out as an edge rusher last year, but at the last minute he decided to go back to school, and for some and that video became irrelevant until now. But as much as everybody loved Tyree Wilson, Miles Murphy, and stuff like and these guys like that, this guy essentially brings the same skill set. The biggest difference is he hasn't really you haven't really seen it. As we already know with Ohio State, they got, like I said, you gotta be like ungodly to even show out up there. Now, he's definitely a project, but from what I've seen with the motor and the ability to set the edge, the ability to 2-point play 2-point stands, 3-point stand, 4-point stands, 5-4. He can even wide 9 here and there. Like you said, this guy is essentially can be set up to be that consistent pass rusher that we've been looking for. Now, we got a couple of them already, but as we always say, you can never have enough pass rushers.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, 6'5", and he gonna get up to about 280. So you got you an explosive bookend out of that. And just like Mike said, with all the players in the draft, we're not looking at it from an individual standpoint, but we're looking at it from the totality. I think so. How would you grade it? What would be your grade on this? Oh yeah, then like I said, they also got Calais Campbell working with him.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Grady working with him. So he's going into a room where he gonna get some knowledge. But Mike, well, how would you grade this? Or is it too soon to grade, or you want to wait till the season to really determine the grade? But what is your grade as far as post draft right now?
Um, as far as the effectiveness of the draft, I give it an A+ because you got everything that you needed. You feel again. that identity. It's about feeling that identity. You want to be strong in the trenches. Well, they did exactly that.
Mm-hmm.
You gave our assistant head coach and Jerry Gray um, another toy to play with. Not only did you give him a toy to play with, but you gave a toy to Ryan Nielsen up front. So you essentially did exactly that. You fulfilled every obligation for every coach. Gave him a new toy to play with. Clark Phillips. You gave that to Jerry Gray. Zach Harrison. You gave that to Ryan Nielsen, who's a D line defensive coordinator, D line guy. So you gave him a toy. And then you gave Arthur something to play. Like everybody got something to play with. You know, we didn't like everybody got something to play with, and that right there is the most impressive thing as far as the draft, the effectiveness of the drafts. Now, as far as the players is concerned, um, I don't like to get too caught up in the players of the draft because anything injuries could happen, and some players may not pick things up as fast as you may think or
Mm-hmm.
hope. I mean, Troy Anderson kind of got it towards mid-season. You can see how he was a little bit lackluster as far as the preseason is concerned. He was a little bit late at reacting, but you saw his athleticism kind of made up for it. But towards the middle of the season, you start to see him kind of get it. So players pick things up at different rates. So I don't want to get into the players aspect, but I want to get into the, like I said, the effectiveness of the draft. And I thought it was an A+ as far as them going after their needs
Mm.
and their identity. Like I said, you want to be. They said they want to get strong in the trenches. Well, they got strong in the trenches. You got an offensive lineman and a defensive lineman. And Zach Harrison.
Mm. Red Swan came with the 9.99 super chat. Said the funny punchline to Howie Roseman being in love with UJ players is the fact that he is a Florida alum. You might have to be an SEC fan to get the irony, though. Hey, hey, he do what he gotta do. I'm gonna tell you one thing too. And one thing that we gotta realize, and I think we've been saying this for at least the last few days. I think it was on what was it, Mike? What was that day 3 that y'all spoke on it? You can get all the best players from one school you want.
Mm-hmm.
Once them clicks start setting up,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
is it gonna? Are we gonna? Are we gonna see a divide in the locker room?
Mm-hmm.
Especially when things don't go the way that they supposed to go.
Because they're gonna start thinking like Julio, Matt Ryan. They keep that. Matt
Mm-hmm.
got in his feelings when they got rid of his toys. Let's keep that what it is. Matt would still be here if he had not gotten his feelings. I honestly
Mm-hmm.
believe that. Matt got in his feelings because they got rid of Julio. They got rid of most of his toys. It was like, look, why am I staying here? Once you get in your feelings, man, it make it difficult. You make it difficult. And then you end up one of those guys in Philadelphia, they feel like I'm not getting the right playing time or they cut my boy. Why they cut my boy? He didn't even get a chance. And then they start speaking for each other. And then, like I said, this side don't like that side because he want the Alabama and this guy ain't as good as me, but he getting all the playing time. And then they talking amongst each other in the locker room because, like I said, they're comfortable with each other. They're gonna naturally gravitate towards each other. And like for me as an organization, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't want a bunch of friends, especially when they came from the same school. Nah, I don't want a whole bunch of guys, three, four, five, six guys on one side of the ball,
Right.
and they've been friends all their lives, pretty much all their time playing football in college. So, like I
Mm-hmm.
said, they're gonna naturally isolate themselves away from everybody because they play with each other, they know each other, and as an organization, that's not what you want, especially when the money start getting involved. Ooh boy, that money gonna make it even worse.
Be looking like this.
Hmm. Man, I'm better than Jordan. This is a Jalen Carter probably saying to himself, man, I'm better than Jordan Davis. Man, I take on all the double teams. All he do is get all the no, he getting all the sack numbers, but I'm taking all the damn. I'm getting chopped, and I'm taking on all these blocks, these double teams and stuff like that. Why they get him all the damn money? I'm getting my ass kicked for him, and then you looking at the other brother looking at you like, bro, why you tripping?
That's what happened when Jonathan Allen and goddamn Deron Payne got into
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They worked it
brother.
out. They worked it out. But at the moment, that shit was funny.
Mm-hmm. They worked it out, like you said, but that's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. And shout outs to Flag on the Play said DeMarco Helliams is a guy to look for as well. And the crazy thing about it is I didn't even know he led that defense in tackles. I didn't know that in Alabama. Did you know that, Mike?
I did not.
So I think a few of the Alabama fans that I know call him Mr. Boomstick. So that's all I need to know right there. Shout out to J Rock. He said, I'm excited for this offense. Now we're gonna be so dynamic offensively. It's not even funny. And I kind of spoke on that with the KS Chronicles earlier today, as far as it's going to be more cost efficient. It's a cost efficient offense.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of people kind of like wonder, like, why didn't they get a wide receiver too? When you actually think about it, you got three of them. You got Kyle Pitts, you got John Smith, you got Mac Hollins. You could throw Bijan Robinson in there too, but essentially, really the wide receiver two is Kyle Pitts. Hell, in some instances, the wide receiver two is going to be Drake London. So
Again, that goes into what I was talking about when we talk about having different um players in different spots because you can't focus on every player. Like you can't like doubling up a Kyle Pitts, whether he is in the inside and the outside, could be a problem.
mm-hmm.
Because now you got a running back, you got a DB on a running back that's in a slot. And a lot of times a corner can't tackle a guy like Tyler Algier or Bijan Robinson in the open field. So that
Hell,
5 yard route becomes a 20-yard game.
Cordero Patterson as well.
Mm-hmm.
He could be potentially wide receiver too. So essentially, what we see how this is going to be shaped up. It's going to be a lot of 20. It's going to be a lot of spread formations masqueraded at 22 personnel. Let's see. Reform say I think Mac Hollins is going to be okay. Hell, shit, that's all he need to be. Like you said, like what I said, his offense is cost efficient. Like you said, you got one star, but the thing is, even with that star, you need everybody else to just do their damn job. That's all they asking the offense to do. Do your damn job. Desmond Ritter, do your job. Offensive line, do your job. Tyler Algier, do your job. Bijan Robinson, do your job. Whatever the hell job that is. Um, let's see what it is. Darren says so. Basically, we're going to have a Tevin Coleman, Freeman type of season. Hey, all I say is get ready for the ride.
Mm-hmm.
So, right here at the 55-minute mark, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you share this, man. Like, hey, man, the season officially begins. Not the actual season, but the rookie mini camps, the training camps, the OTAs, it all begins now. Let's see. So I guess go ahead now. Y'all go ahead and start asking your questions. We're gonna hit the Q&A side of the game now, and we got a couple questions already. Derek came with no and said, "Do y'all think Ritter gives Pitts the ball?" Yeah. but we got so many other weapons. Yeah, but yeah.
Pitts will get the ball. I can promise you that. Okay.
if you pay attention to Ritter's game, he is more comfortable throwing in the middle of the field. He was getting better throwing outside stuff like that, but his comfort zone is the middle of the field. What is the middle of the field? Kyle Pitts, Jonnu Smith, Drake London, CP, Bijan. You can sprinkle in a little Tyler Algier. So you're gonna find a way to give him the ball. That's why I said this offense is not built to highlight one guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's highlighting the team. You can make stars out of this offense, but that's not what they're meant to be.
It's about creating matchups too. This offense is about creating one-on-one matchups, exploiting those matchups.
Oh, of course, Ant gonna ask this. Said, "What you got on my 40, homie?" I don't know. You better go ask some Georgia fans because they need about 240s right now just for them to shut the fuck up. But yeah, I like OG Sam here. He said Scotty Miller was a disrespectful signing. People don't even recognize the problem he's gonna bring. Yeah. While you got all these big bodies here, while you got these tight ends and Drake London and Bijan, you still gotta have a couple of those little speedy receivers to offset that, and they got 3 of them. Well, 2 of them, but I was gonna count Avery Williams as one, but I like nah. They got 2 of them, and he's the main one. So I look for him to have a big year too. Let me see. Those Peppers, get the hell on with that. Talk about who winning a race, a sloth or a snail.
Man, I'm good on both of that.
Paint dry. That's who's gonna win the match. D. Coleman here says, "What happens with Matt Hennessy now?" Oh, he's going to be the starter. If he's playing left guard, he's still going to be the starter. it kind of goes to the question I was asked earlier about will Bergeron start or will he sit here? It's going to depend. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that back. It's going to depend on what is Matt Hennessy going to be listed as. But I would expect him to start at left guard anyway. Because you're not in a because even when he did play left guard, and Mike can attest to you, he played pretty well in both facets, run and pass.
Mm-hmm.
Was getting hurt. Bergeron is the insurance policy. So they have no necessary rush to get him out there. They're basically gonna make it Matt Hennessy's job to lose. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, they're gonna compete for it. But as of now, I think Hennessy that's his job.
Right. Juan said this offense ain't the make me feel good crew. But speaking of that, there was actually a quote that I wanted to speak on. There was a quote that I actually wanted to speak on where they were saying that somebody, I forgot who it was. I wish I knew I wish I had the name, but when we're speaking on this offense and we're speaking on our defenses, think about it like this. Majority of the teams in the NFL are built to play fast and are lighter. The Falcons are building their team on being bigger and more physical than everybody. What does that tell you? What does that tell you, Mike?
As far as the Falcons being built to be more physical,
compared to how the average team is built in today's NFL.
For me, that tells me that most teams are sissified. So let me put this in boxing terms. A jab against a Mike Tyson is not gonna do a damn thing, but make him mad. Like you keep jabbing him and jabbing him, jabbing. Eventually, Mike Tyson gonna get underneath you and get close enough to you to knock you the fuck out with them haymakers. That's essentially what the Falcons are gonna be. You can jab them, jab them, and jab them, and jab them, and jab them. Get a first down here, get a first down here, get a first down here, score 14 here, score 21. When we get in that fourth quarter, the longer it goes, your defense start to get a little softened. That's when guys like Bergeron, them big dudes, the Grady Jarretts, the Calais Campbell, that size started to wear on you after a while. And you can't withstand that type of punishment, especially as a smaller guy. Believe me, you can't withstand that punishment all the time. Mm-hmm. So that's what the Falcons team is all about. Yeah, they're trying to build the team to a point where their offense and defense is going to wear on you. That's why you need bigger defensive linemen. That's why you need offensive linemen. Because over time, a lot of those smaller guys can't take as much punishment. So that's why, like I said, this is why they're building that. Because in the playoffs, most of the teams are beat up. So the more guys that you have that play that particular style of football, it's actually in your favor because you can play physical and physically wear down. Those are the things about that what made Muhammad Ali so great. Everybody was like Muhammad Ali, he was jabbed, but like the thing with Muhammad Ali, he was built differently. he could withstand that punishment from a big, strong fighter like George Foreman. When I tell you George Foreman one of the most feared punchers of all time. Like this dude, like he swing. I'm talking about he. It felt like getting hit in the head with a damn anvil. That's how strong this kid was. You see what he did to George, Joe Frazier. Man, he made Joe Frazier look like he was a kid, bro. Beat him down, but that's what made Ali so great. But he could withstand that punishment through the course of 10 plus rounds. So that's what the Atlanta Falcons are going to be. They're going to be able to withstand that punishment from a team's running game, from a team's defense, offense. I can withstand that pressure. I can withstand those haymakers. I can go 10 rounds with the best of the best. That's why you need guys like Bergeron. That's why you need a Zach Harrison. Because those smaller dudes, after a while, it's like they don't want to fight anymore. They don't want to fight anymore after that. So that's the importance of having these big, 6'3", 330-pound guys around them. At some point, you ain't going to want to keep getting hit. You're not going to want to keep getting hit. And you're not going to have enough strength in that fourth quarter to knock somebody out. Why? Because you've been getting hit all this time for 4 quarters. Body shot after body shot after body shot. Yeah, you saw that fight with even Javante Davis. He hit dude with a body shot and went down quick. Why? Because he kept wearing on him round after round after round with body shot after body shot after body shot.
Mm. And everybody don't know, boy, them damn body shots will take a toll on your ass.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta breathe, motherfucker. You gotta breathe.
Mm-hmm. You gotta breathe. Hey, look, bro, it's just in martial arts. Martial arts the same way. You be seeing guys fall down because of a kick to the gut. Like, bro, yeah, those things hurt. Those things hurt over time.
Can you imagine you trying to breathe and a motherfucker hitting you in your damn gut 40 times? Eventually that shit start hurting. Think about when you watch a UFC fight and you see all the motherfuckers kicking them folks in them hamstrings
and them hamstrings, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You kick somebody in the leg about 15, 20 times, boy, they can't stand on that shit and they ain't got no power.
The power comes from the base of your legs. It takes away everything.
Exactly. Desmond said he got hit in the liver and his nose started bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. See the one thing about us as humans, we don't realize how much our body kind of connects with. Our bodies are a network that has to work together.
Yeah.
Like I said, and once you get older, you kind of realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mike Tyson almost killed that man.
Exactly. I know me, I can't take no damn 15, 20 body blows right now, but I throw my back out just yawning, nigga. You think I'm gonna take a body blow?
Shit, I know I can't. I'm working on my cardio now. The hell, bro, please.
Boy, I laughed so hard, my leg gave out. Boy, I said, boy, what the? I like, nigga, yep, I'm getting old now. But yeah, let's see who else. I thought I saw a couple more questions here. That guy Javon Gwynn kind of intrigues me. I'm gonna tell y'all here firsthand. He intrigues me a lot because from what the reports been saying about how he played, this dude plays angry all the damn time, and I listen to him talk. It's like something ain't right up there. Something ain't right. Like I said, I ain't saying that he crazy and nothing like that, but you can tell he has like a switch in his head. Like when he gets on the field, he looking to kill somebody. Let's see. Who y'all think wide receiver 3? I want to say that one for another show. Let's see. What do you think of the undrafted free agent signing of Kevon Bennett, son of Cornelius Bennett? Do you think he can make the team? Most likely not. Like I said, I haven't really seen anything on him, so I can't really
get not right now. I haven't.
You have to kind of take a look at it. We probably have a better. Now I've seen the guy from Buffalo. Now that's the first one I've seen. That man got that man may have a case. Because boy, looking at them Buffalo games, the quarterback, bro, y'all thought Keydon Slovis was horrible with Drake London. The quarterback this motherfucker had was one of the worst showings I think I've ever seen, bro. I'm telling you, this dude on average was like at least 3 seconds late on a 5-yard out route. Yeah, Marshall, the wide receiver. Yeah, his quarterback made, bruh. If Marshall wasn't on that team, Buffalo wouldn't even won a game, bro. I'm not gonna tell you no lie, bro. That quarterback was horrible. He was on the Tim Tebow side of the game.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Because when they show the highlights of him, most of the catches that you see him make, he gotta stop and turn back because the quarterback underthrew the ball. He's got to jump way higher than he needs to be because he done overthrew the ball, or he had to make some spectacular toe tapping catch because the quarterback got the ball to him late. But with him being about 6'2", 210, like you said, he has an opportunity. Because a lot of these, like I said, a lot of this wide receiver depth chart is not really set. Juan, like I said, if you see these games at Buffalo, you rather take Cleophas. I'm telling you right now, he made Cleophas look like Tom Brady. Let's just say how. Not Michigan Tom Brady. We talking about Patriots Tom Brady.
Not Cleophas.
Yeah, Cleophas. I think Cleophas is supposed to be one of the I think he's supposed to be one of the top 5 quarterbacks of the 2024 quarterback class. Yeah. I'm good. I think NFL teams should be good on that. But let's go ahead and wind it down, man. We're gonna hold on. You said we got another wide receiver from Baptist College. Interesting.
The hell?
Yeah. Look, I'm just saying it like this. We gotta get more in depth on these undrafted free agents. That was just the first one. Marshall was just the first one. I have to look at these other guys because I have no clue on none of that. But let's go ahead and wind it down for the night, fellas. Let's wind it down, people. We definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. Like you said, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Mike, you got some last words for these folks before I close us out?
No, outside of I'm recording the second episode of Unleash. It's maybe a little. I'm gonna be answering a few questions, so I'll have a link in the a questionnaire in the community tab. So you guys, y'all have questions, a few questions. As a matter of
Right.
fact, I'll do that now, so y'all can go right after the show, give me a few questions that I haven't answered already. I got the previous questions, but being that we already been through the draft, I don't think we should go over those again. So, getting a
Right.
new bunch of questions, set of questions for you guys, and I'll answer them tonight when I record Unleashed, um, which is the podcast. K Styles just put his out tonight, so head over to his channel and check out his first episode of the KS Chronicles, and mine will probably be out about 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah, about 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow. I'll answer a few questions. So that's the podcast for me personally. That's when I'll be answering quote unquote the Ask Mad Mike segments, questions on Unleashed, and you're gonna get exactly that. You might get some a comment. You might get me to rant. But you never know what to expect from that Unleash. I will say that.
Mhm.
Um, also too, um, I gotta say this. I'm so fucking tired of people hitting Ronald Acuna. It's like, why are you bitches all in your feelings, man? The dude just got hit beamed in the back by the Mets. Like y'all are so see this generation of baseball players, they some fucking bitches. If you can't stop somebody, you gonna throw a baseball at him? And I blame this shit on Snicker. I blame this shit on Snicker. Look, if motherfucker throw a baseball at me, look, I'm a goddamn boomerang that motherfucker like a goddamn Chinese like motherfucker with them nunchucks. Look, I'm a beat the living shit out you with that damn bat. Throw a damn baseball and hit me in the back with it. You fucking crazy? So these damn gnats, all right? And I'm not talking about the national. I'm talking about these fucking miserable ass Mets that hit Ronald Acuna. The we feel there was no fracture, so that's good. But he's day to day. But that always happens, man. I'm tired of these damn teams throwing at Ronald Quinn, and that punk ass manager that we got never does anything. He just lets him do it over and over and over and over again. That is wearing on me, bro. He's your best player, but you allow people to just keep throwing baseballs at him.
You telling me he on the Dan Quinn side of the game?
He's Dan Quinn all of a sudden. I be bro that make me so mad.
Lord, 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 Lord. But so that's all you got, Mike.
That's it. That's it, man. Appreciate it, bud, for joining us, man.
Yeah, like you said, definitely be on the lookout for the Unleashed episode 2, as well as the same thing with the KS Chronicles. Like you said, you make sure you just leave your questions, whether you could hit us up or, like I said, even through the comment section on this video, just go ahead and leave some questions. And definitely, and as you've already heard me say, and I'm gonna say it again, definitely give prayers to Shaq Barrett and his family. That was a very unfortunate circumstance that has happened. I know as me having a 3-year-old, like you said, we always have to be careful with our kids because these kids out here are very adventurous, as we like to say. So
Mm-hmm.
quick to run off in a heartbeat. So like you said, just tell your loved ones you love them. Like you said, just don't take anything for granted out here. And like you said, man, family is all is one. Just be appreciative of the life you have because that the next day is not guaranteed, rather it be for you or rather be for one of your loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, be on the lookout for the 6-man convo coming up tomorrow. I can't believe we closing in on episode 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Go
we
about
close
fast, man.
we closing in on 100 here within the next couple weeks, and then like I said, we're gonna have KS Chronicles episode 2 coming out here soon. Trying to figure out a date, a set schedule for it, but just bear with me. So till next time, people, man, we ain't here to play.
Oh no.
We here to stay.
Oh yeah, dig it.
You ain't gotta go home.
You got to get the hell out of here. Yeah.
Mean Gene, limousine flying, jet flying, wheeling dealing, kid stealing, son of a gun.
I'm a huge Myself Man fan, if y'all ain't know already.